Hello, everybody. This is a Lamley sneak peek preview. We have essentially a new face with us because, Andres, you're taking this one. This is a solo act for you. We have seen you jump in on a video or two with the Hot Wheels team, but you are on your own. Welcome.
Thank you.
To your first sneak peek video.
Thanks. It's awesome.
Tell the world who you are.
So I'm Andrés Andrieu. I do some graphic design for Hot Wheels. So I do a lot of the liveries, the paint jobs that you see on a multitude of cars and different lines.
Mostly basic, but you've done...
I've done some RLC, I've done some premium.
Yeah.
But mainly mainline right now.
Awesome.
It's kind of the world I'm in the most.
Give us a couple of very popular castings from, say, the last year or so that people would recognize from you.
So I've done a few. Probably the BMW wagon. That was your livery. That was my livery.
Okay.
What else have I done? I did the Barbie movie premium set.
Okay.
What else have I done? I did Ron's Pagani.
Oh, in RLC.
Cool. In RLC.
Yes.
Yeah, so I've been everywhere.
Yeah, you really have.
And some big projects which have been fun to work on. So.
There's a couple that I might cite as we go that I have really, really liked, and but we'll get to that because I think some recolors of those decos are on the table.
Yeah, they are.
So let's talk. So we're not only just going to see stuff that you've worked on. You do like you said, you do the graphic designs. Mm-hmm. How long you been with Mattel?
I just hit 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, this month.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah,
and you're here. We should say you're here in St. Louis with the Hot Wheels team.
Yeah.
Hanging out, meeting collectors, showing off new stuff. And how's it been?
It's been crazy.
Yeah, it's
like
a lot.
Going around the rooms with Ron and seeing all the things that people are setting up and selling. It's just insane amount of Hot Wheels everywhere.
Right.
So it's a lot of fun, but everybody's nice.
Yeah, it's really cool. All right, people are like, shut up, get to the new stuff. All right, so here we go. So you've got some recolors here. Excuse me. Some I think of stuff that we have seen this year. You've got some some new stuff.
Some super new stuff.
And you'll be speaking to like some of this stuff is some of the designers that are coming from that are in the basic range. You'll say who they are and what they've done, but you're ultimately like going to speak to some of the stuff that you have done and some of the stuff that you haven't.
Yeah.
And we'll just work through it. People just ultimately want to see these on the turntable. So let's get to it.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm actually gonna just kind of look at. I'm going to kind of go through here, and there's a couple that I'm going to ask you about, and then there's a couple that I'm sure you want to talk about. So let's just start. What are a couple on this? Of these are all upcoming 2025 recolors, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So give me a couple that interest you that you at least like to talk about.
I think one that's super fun to talk about is this one. So this is going to be an upcoming treasure hunt. And this is the Audi Quattro.
Yes.
Beautiful car. I love boxy cars in general.
Yes, and this was a super at one point, too.
It was, yeah. It was in red.
So now it goes a regular treasure hunt.
Yeah. So what's fun, though, is that I based the livery off of my RC car. Which,
oh, really?
If any of your followers have been seeing our stuff that we post on Instagram, sometimes, we'll share our RC adventures.
Yeah.
And some keen-eyed viewers might notice it's the same deco.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So... that's a really fun one, and that'll be coming out
regular treasure.
Soon.
I've got that. I was looking for the symbol. There it is on the back.
Yeah, it's kind of tucked away back there.
Cool.
So that one's cool. Maybe I can send you a picture of the RC car, and you can
please
splice
absolutely.
it into your video.
I totally will.
This one's cool. Sometimes I like to get a little crazy with it. It's fun to do the very realistic stuff, but at the end of the day, we're all artists and we want to do funky things.
Yeah.
And so this was Dwayne's wagon that I took over and kind of did something you might see Hoonigan produce.
Yes, I was going to say it has that vibe.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I was inspired by the recent Ken Block Museum exhibit at the Peterson. I don't know if any of people have seen that, but
they should go and see it. A friend of mine was actually involved in developing that. And
oh, no way.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, definitely worth going to see, right?
Super cool. Here's Ron's W1.
Oh, yeah, orange to start, just coming out.
And
now we get this gray version.
Yeah, it's like a stealth gray, super nice.
I bet Ron approves of that color.
He does, yeah. This is his favorite spec. Probably one.
Let's see if Ron from afar. Ron!
Yo,
do you approve of this color?
Yes, I approve.
I don't know where that came from.
I don't know either.
I think I get a feeling that he approves.
Yeah. Yeah, so that one was cool to do.
Is this a Zamek Volvo? I see the Mustang. I see the Porsche recolor. Obviously, I mean that I know I want to get to some of the new stuff. So, but it's like we could talk about these forever.
So this is an upcoming Zamak.
That is a Zamak. Okay, the
yeah.
Volvo drift wagon.
Yep. So we got the VUM detailing inside to really pull it through the grill and everywhere else. And
I love that.
Yeah, that one was just fun. You know, I love the wagon, so.
Yes.
And then, here's a recolor of the Pagani Utopia. The
Ron's
Ron also
casting as well. Yeah, that was the.
You can hear his faint whispers. But yeah, it's beautiful. I love the blue.
Love it in blue. Okay, now this is the one I wanted to ask about. Is next to the Pagani.
Yeah.
This is Brian's BMW?
It is
635, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And this was going to say one of the more recognizable decos that I have seen of yours of late is this casting in the, can we say, JP. Wait, the PJPS inspired. I'll just say racing inspired.
It's definitely racing inspired.
We'll say racing inspired.
That's all we'll say.
That's all we'll say. I know. I've learned my lesson, so I'm not even going to go there. It's just inspired.
It's inspired.
And I love it. It's a great color combination. And
Thanks.
you put that on the BMW, you put it on the Bentley.
I did. Yeah.
And in fact, if the ghost of Ron is here, maybe that art is somewhere around here. I don't know.
Do you have my e-sheet, Ron? My sign sheet?
We'll look for it. But your sign-in sheet. We have to show your sign-in sheet.
We'll have to show it, yeah.
But but I love that deco on that BMW.
Oh, here you go.
And yes, here we go. There it is.
Ignore that marking.
But there it is. Yeah, we have seen this theme. I love the marking there. We have seen this theme there. Obviously, there's the BMW right there. There's the Bentley in the background, and then those two Porsches that you've done. One is a multi-pack exclusive, and then the other Porsche came out this year in the Mainline, right?
Yeah. So this one is kind of the one that started it off, and it wasn't intended to become a series, but I slowly started just accumulating these sort of. Oh, I have it. Yeah. What? Oh no, it's actually in my room. We'll have to cut that, I guess.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. You never know.
I don't know. It's just Ron asking about my pocket car. Normally this is my pocket car.
That's true, huh?
That's what he was
I've seen
saying.
it. I've seen it.
You've seen it live. But yeah, so it started off with this car, and then it just became kind of a fun theme to continue playing with. And Ron, him being a diehard collector, suggested that I start doing these themes within a theme.
Yes.
Sort of playful experiments, and so we did it, and people have really responded well to it.
Yeah, so are we going to see more of this color combination?
I don't want to say yes or no definitively, but yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. It's just so good. I mean, black and gold, come on.
Yeah, it's a beautiful color combination. And then you take that and you do something like this.
You got to go all the way
and
around.
You just and you completely change the look. Obviously, the wheels are different than the original, and we get the same. It's the same deco, but obviously a different color combination. And I see more racing inspiration.
There is, yeah. That orange is familiar, right?
It is very familiar, and it looks fabulous. So I definitely wanted to ask that. And what's interesting? I have mentioned that this casting, Brian's casting, is up there as one of my, of this year, one that will definitely get a lot of attention from the Mainline from me. And next to it is the one that I've been in love with forever. And I thought for a second I was just looking at the first edition of the 560, but I'm not, because that was nighttime and it was shadowy and it looked like it was black. But this is absolutely positively blue.
Yep.
With a tan interior. And this is a recolor of one that we showed I just showed it's just coming out in the I think the J case or something. So this is the recolor of that one. I love this casting.
I really love using these colors, especially the darker ones that kind of pop more depending on the light. And the dark blue is just, it's classic.
Yeah,
it's iconic.
It's so cool. I see Gordon Murray. I see the Aztec.
Aztec's a fun one.
Returns Porsche. That's the Type 7 deco that you put on that. I love that. And then that's the third color, I think, of that one, right?
Third, yeah.
And then Brian's VW.
So I think Leeway did this deco.
Yes, and I think I've seen the first color come. I drop things, you know that, right? That looks great. Oh,
red edition.
Oh, I just saw it as you were pointing to it, and as you said it, it all happened at once. So that's a red edition. So we'll see that exclusively at Target. All right. I know we kind of zipped through these. Still, we're like 10 minutes in. How fast is that?
It's quick.
Crazy.
It's quick.
But we have some other recolors, and
I think people can, you guys can pause the video and take a look at
yes,
whatever
and they'll
you
be
wanna
on the
see.
turntable and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you have a couple other recolors I want that are significant, right?
Yeah. That's a good point. Okay, so well, let's start off with the one that you've already kind of
Yes.
teased out.
Oh, so we're going super treasure hunt.
We're
Here
going
we go.
super treasure hunt. We're going
Yes.
into it. I mean, it's still mainline
Yeah.
technically. So, this is the one that Leeway worked on, the Speedtail. Beautiful color.
Yes. And we've seen that. So it's on the turntable. We can see that. What else you got? You got some other super treasure hunts.
And then here's
another Leeway.
Another Leeway design. Personally love it. Might be one of my favorites.
Golf Supers have a way of hitting, right?
Yeah. It's like as soon as I look at it, I just hear the cash register open. You know? It's just pure money. It's so beautiful. And the way the rims turned out is crazy. Like we were all really surprised when we saw
It looks amazing.
Yeah, I don't know how they did it, but yeah, it just looks great.
Yeah, that is a stunning model. RS200, right?
Yep.
The hat I'm wearing says RS200 on it, but no one's going to see it. Okay.
I see
What
it.
else? Yeah, you do.
And then here's the new one that I worked on.
Yes, the wagon. You did the deco last year for the wagon,
I did
and
the
you've done
blue
the
and
deco.
the red. Yeah.
This one seems inspired as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I like historical automotive history, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's again, if people know their history, they'll notice that it's actually a mishmash of
mishmash. Yeah, I think it's a mishmash.
yeah, of a few different historical liveries, you know, kind of combined and gave birth to a new one on a car that never really existed.
Yes, I know.
So-
This is ultimate fantasy, right?
Yeah, ultimate fantasy.
That is rad.
but still very
love it.
realistic.
Yeah.
On an alternative timeline.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Parallel universe, and then this will be the
There's
basic.
the basic.
version.
So I'm trying to. I always like to look and see. So it's got it's pretty. Deco-wise, it's pretty similar. And then you've got the Spectraflame green, of course, and of course the Real Riders. They both look awesome. I really love this casting, and I love the decos we've gotten so far are just fabulous.
It's been fun. It's definitely been fun. There's so much room, and that's what I try to, capitalize on with these cars.
Is it fun to design super treasure hunts to do the decos for them?
Yeah.
Do you start with do you know when you've started on a deco that it's going to be a super?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
we'll know already ahead of time what's going to end up being a super in our kind of list of projects that we have to work on.
Got it.
And then we try to look at everyone's workload. So like Leeway has a list of supers that he's working on and all that. And then we'll know which colors all the other designers have picked. So I already knew this was going to be green because we can't have like 5 green supers,
Right.
So
So that was kind of an unused color based on the other supers, and you said,
Exactly.
okay, we're going to make this one green, and then from there you start working on the deco.
I was kind of sneaky and I picked my color before the other people because
Got
I
it.
knew that I wanted to do this kind of livery on this car.
Understood.
But so it's like first come first serve.
Got it.
So,
Oh, how fun! That's kind of a fun little.
Yeah. So if you're on top of your stuff, you can get a good. If you have an idea, sometimes you just have inspiration when you're working on it. But this one was something that I've been wanting to do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, that's cool. I didn't expect that. I didn't think to ask you on that, but that process of designing these supers, sometimes we just get so focused on the fact that they're supers, we don't.
There's a lot of emails and meetings and things that go into it.
I bet they're really fun to design. I bet
They are.
there's exciting when you get to do one. It's pretty exciting.
And I mean, getting the samples, it's like it's Christmas every day.
Yeah,
so.
I can believe that. All right, so those are the supers. We've done that. We'll move those over here. I love these. All right, I see. Oop, hold on. There we go. I see 2 other recolors that I'm teasing them over there.
Let's take a look at these.
Why not? As a matter of fact, we just we're in the Ferrari world now, right? Mm-hmm. This is Ferrari's world, and we're just living in it. There's the SF90 Stradale.
Stradale, right, Ron? How do you say it?
Yes, Stradale.
I know, it's so funny to say.
You got to go to Ron
and
for
this,
all the
I know.
pronunciation.
And this is your design. This is your deco.
It
you
is
did
my
the deco on that Ferrari.
and Fraser did the casting.
And he did the casting.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one I brought, the one that I've already opened. I guess I can let it fall
there you
out.
go.
So these are we're looking now at the recolor.
Yep.
So it'll be red to start, just coming out, and this is the recolor in what'd you call it, gunmetal gray?
I think it's like a gunmetal gray. Yeah.
That's
It's,
beautiful.
I was saying it during our presentation yesterday here at the convention that there is no other manufacturer that I've worked with personally that has required so many back and forth emails to make
Really?
sure that our cars look the exact way they want them to.
Yeah.
Even down to the paint colors, the red, the gray here, the gunmetal gray, they have eyes on everything, and so you can be sure as a collector that this is as good as it gets.
I think hearing that is kind of like, it's cool. I think, like, for those of us who are big Ferrari fans, who isn't, right?
Right.
Especially in a collector, when you can buy these, you want that attention to detail. And obviously, you guys are putting your blood, sweat, and tears into these castings anyway. But it's awesome to hear that they're like, yeah, we want these to represent. We want these $1. Well, they're not $1 anymore, but you know what I mean.
Because at the end of the day, we're representing them, and they're allowing us to kind of have this partnership, and so we want to do the best we can with everything. But especially when we're rekindling this relationship,
you want it to be perfect.
It's got to be perfect.
Yeah, and that's awesome. And they look amazing.
Thank you.
They look amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's
All right,
not, it's not a crazy deco, but it's it is what it is.
But it's still, you got to put it into it, right? You got to make it. Got to make it right. Okay, and then you got the other recolor I noticed over there.
Yeah. So here's the Daytona.
And I've got
right there
that one.
Yeah. So
and you did this deco as well. Who did the casting?
I did. So this was done by Rob.
Okay.
Rob Mathis.
Got it.
And I just personally love this casting so much, especially because of the exhaust details that he was able to get.
Yes, I noticed that too.
Yeah.
It's fabulous.
I think that's just so cool. It really just pluses up the whole look of the car.
I love it. I just remember when Ferraris were rolling out back in the day, it would be red, and then there was always a good chance that it was going to be yellow recolor. So I do love seeing that combination.
Yeah, it's kind of iconic.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is, and that's a really, really cool casting and really, really cool recolor. I'm pretty stoked. And then the third Ferrari that I have, but maybe I won't even ask you if there's going to be a recolor on this one.
I can't say.
We've got enough Ferrari information, so we'll just wait and see, right?
You'll be excited though.
Okay.
Let's just say that.
Good. All right. That's good. That's good. All right.
Yeah, cool. Let's keep it going.
Now, okay, so we've done a bunch of paint. We've talked a lot of paint. Now we're going to be talking paint and castings and a lot of. You got a lot of. I'm going to tease over there.
Yeah.
You got a lot of new stuff to show.
Yeah.
I'm going to move the Ferraris over here.
This is. I don't know too much about this one. It wasn't my project.
And we should make this known. You are our basic representative today.
Yeah.
But you're
There's a lot
speaking
of
for
us.
the entire team, and that's a lot of people. So
a lot of projects.
So a lot of times you might say this is new, and that's okay because we'll get it on the turntable and people can just look at it, and we can get details from those designers later.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are we looking at here?
It's so it's the Peugeot.
Peugeot 968 hypercar.
There you go. There's the ghost of Ron.
Yeah. He just comes when he's needed.
Yeah.
Peugeot 9X8 hypercar. So this will align nicely with the Cadillac and the Ferrari. Yeah. That's awesome.
Really cool deco on that. I think that was Leeway, if I remember.
Leeway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks really, really good. I love seeing these cars all line up. It's about putting them together is what's really cool about this. Yeah.
Like a whole starting grid.
Yes.
Yeah,
it looks
it's
so
cool. It's such a cool genre of automotive,
yeah, they're
like
so unique.
motorsport.
Such a beautiful silhouette too, I think. Like a unique silhouette. All right, what else we got?
So this is a new one that Fraser just completed.
I love this.
So,
Did you do the deco on this?
I didn't do it. This one was done by Anton.
Anton did the deco.
He did the deco. Yeah, and it looks great. I love the pink. And
The pink
just
interior is wild.
Yeah, it's so cool.
What's
Very
the
vintage.
official name of this? Porsche 911 Turbo Cabriolet. What year would this Porsche be?
It must be 80 something, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It
That-
looks like a 964.
it does, and it's awesome. I mean, the pink interior just like
It's just cool.
it tickles me. Is the way to put it. It's
And
just
those
it just tickles
fantastic wheels that I'm
Yes.
a fan of.
Yeah,
Good
the
job,
wheels are
Anton.
so good.
Shout out to Anton.
me. With the wheels or his
Yeah.
choice of the
His
wheels.
choice of wheels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. Yeah.
Influence.
Yeah.
You're like, you guys, I'm sure there's a little bit of competition between you guys doing these decos, and you also respect everybody's work.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to say, all right,
Yeah.
he got it.
He
nailed
got it. He
nailed it.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, when we're all rooting for each other, but there's also a little bit of
There
that.
has to be.
Oh,
There has to be. a
man, I
little-
wish I had done
yeah,
that.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
it. I get it.
Here's a new one I worked on. This is a Lotus Cortina. Another
love this.
casting by Fraser.
Of course, it's by Fraser.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be, right?
Deco's clean. Love it. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. I saw a few of these racing.
Did you?
At Goodwood.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, what I really like about this one is that he got that part break in the back, so we're able to carry that stripe all the way to it and match the color.
and then match the color in the back. Yeah, that really is nice.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool, innovative casting,
Yeah.
I'd say.
It's clean. I love this casting, and I love how you, from a design perspective, the use of the smaller wheels allows for these. And in fact, I will tease that because I know we're going to get into that in a second with how the smaller wheels allow for a little more flexibility in how these castings are designed.
Yeah.
And that's a tease.
Yeah,
Right. But
yeah.
I do like these smaller wheels. All right. What else we
Yeah.
got?
All right. Cool. So this one I just posted.
Yes,
Well, we did our
on
collab
Instagram.
post. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the new Jaguar X. What is it?
XJC.
XJC. There we go. Yeah. And yeah, it is also kind of slightly historically inspired.
Yes.
In terms of the deco.
Absolutely.
But you know, with a modern kind of
yeah.
little twist.
Spoiler on the back is that would you call that a spoiler? What do you call that?
I don't know. Well,
That
what
lip
do you
on the
think?
back. Just a detail.
Just a little.
Who designed this?
This one's Fraser.
Of course.
Yeah.
I should have said it's British.
Yeah.
Fraser
Who
did
else
it.
could it be? Well,
Exactly.
I guess it could be Craig too.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, we
but
got a
Craig
lot of
seems to be
British-
leaning into his model A's and
He likes
you know,
those. Yeah.
So,
The old man cars.
Yes.
The old rusty cars. Just kidding, Craig. I know you're listening.
yeah.
But this one, I mean, again, with the part breaks, like Fraser's a genius with the way he does these castings. It's just so cool. Like, look at that grill
Yeah, it really is phenomenal. It
It's
really
so cool.
is. That is awesome.
and the bumper. It's just
yeah,
good.
love it.
Another one from one of our newest designers, Brian. Brian Chow.
Brian
He
Chow.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was blanking on his last name for a
That's
second.
what happens. Hey, like I'm telling you, when you do videos, when you're talking on camera, everything goes
I'm like,
away.
where am I?
Yeah. Yeah. What are we talking about now?
So this is the mod mill, which is a mix between the twin mill and the mod speeder.
Mod rod.
Mod rod. There we go. Yeah.
I love how these how the twin mills getting all these cool variations.
Yeah. Yeah. It's super cool. This feels very Hot Wheels to me.
It does.
I think you captured
It
that
does. You're totally right.
that energy pretty
It
well.
looks awesome. Yeah, that's
And
fabulous.
speaking of,
2 different engines on it, right? Or is that
Yeah,
what I'm,
yeah.
That's crazy.
and you know, with the playful Hot Wheels aesthetic. and
Yeah,
theming,
okay.
Here, I mean, come on.
I will admit that I would act like surprised you pulling this out, but I've already spent a few minutes
Oh, yeah,
playing
yeah,
with
we
this
have
thing.
pictures. We have
When you were
proof.
pulling this out, I was like, wait, what is that?
Yeah.
So okay, I'm gonna show the chest. So Brian, we have to explain. We had Brian on with Craig when we were in LA,
Mm-hmm.
and he talked, the cone shaker, and the what is it? The I can't remember what it's called. The eight ball.
Decidedly now? No.
Yes, something like
Decidedly
that.
no. Or go.
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
Go?
Decidedly go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
okay.
And some of these other really clever castings that he's done. And this thing, okay, so I'm just gonna roll it so people can kind of get a sense.
Yeah.
So it's the Roll-O-Matic style, right?
Mhm.
I don't know if you call it that, but
Look how good that is.
yeah. And I mean, it sounds like a little play phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. What is it
You
called
just
again?
need a little string attached to it, and you got
Quick
it.
chat. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
I love it.
And
I love it.
the-
I don't love it as a. I mean, it's not my jam for as a diecast collector. You just love it for what it is.
It's just cool.
Yeah.
It's just cool.
Yeah.
It's something unexpected, which
Yeah.
I love a lot. And I mean, the coloring, this was all done by Leeway, and I think he nailed it. I mean,
Yeah.
this feels like a miniaturized version of that toy.
It's beautiful. I love it.
Good job, guys.
Yes.
Shout out to them. Another one, another Roll-O-Matic.
Yes.
Brian's just killing it with these little guys.
This is so great.
Look at that.
I gotta show the chassis. What is this one called?
Feeling lucky.
Yeah, Feline Lucky.
Feline Lucky. Oh, that's
The
so
names
great.
are just as good. Yeah, so this one I believe Anton did the deco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to here. I'm gonna just
Here, you
roll it. Go.
There you go.
So cool.
It'll bring you good fortune.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm having too much fun. All right, we'll
Yeah.
stop. We'll stop.
But yeah, that's a fun one. I mean, just
Yeah.
keep your eye out for that. That'll be coming soon.
Love it.
Let's keep it going.
Oh, look.
It's a boat.
Oh, this hits all of my. Oh, look.
Yeah, so
It's a Batmobile.
this one-
and it's a boat.
It's a boat. I think this was by
It's-
Fraser, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It actually is pretty cool.
Yeah. I think it's
This is the Adam West.
yeah
boat?
Yeah, I think so. It's
Bat
before
boat?
my time, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, there it is. 1966 Bat boat.
yeah,
Yeah, the Batman fans are gonna love this.
I think it's cool. It's pretty. I don't know. As far as Batman stuff that we do, I think it's cool.
Love it.
It changes it up.
Love it.
Yep.
I will accept. It'll still get an
You'll
O
give us
look.
that one?
It'll get an O look when it comes out, but ooh,
Here's-
look at that.
New motorcycle. Oh, there it goes. The kickstand. Let's see. What's the name of
stays
this
up
one?
nice.
Honda VFR 750R.
Nice.
Cool.
Ron from
Did you
Beyond.
remember that?
No, I just prepared it.
Nice.
Just ask Brian right now.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Brian from Beyond.
Yes.
Yeah. But no, this one's really cool. Simple deco, but
Yeah.
it works. It works really well.
Love it.
Love it. So since the ghost of Ron is present,
Yes.
maybe we should call him in for this next one. So these are
Ron.
Yeah.
Let's beckon Ron.
Go.
come Ron.
Showing EP right now.
What are we looking at here?
Pagani.
And it's tuned.
Yes. Sonda Cinque. So I think it's the first Sonda in no, second Sonda because we have a Sonda R.
Yes.
But it's the first ever Nopo
That is
Pagani Sonda Cinque.
okay.
And they came to us, right? To
Yeah,
do it?
Really?
They asked us to do the Nopo Pagani. So and they won the Cinque because it's like one of the most significant Pagani model. There's only 5 in the world. The
Is it really?
Yeah, the cube have 5 cube and a 5 roaster.
Here, I haven't even shown you. There you are.
Yeah, so this one is pretty.
This
tricky
is
to do.
wild. This is so cool.
Yes.
Like this is two things. Number one is it is great. Like it's just wild to see a tuned Pagani. Number two is maybe you should do a version with a clear spoiler like this. It kind of looks
Oh,
cool.
that's cool.
That we say.
I mean, we're big fans of the clear deco. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the EP. So later
I
on,
know,
you see
yes.
you see all the carbon fiber detail on the chassis, on the spoiler, on the roof. So it makes it more.
That is so cool. The new models that are rolling through here that you guys, it's kind of wild.
Yeah, they're all
know?
over the place.
They really are,
Yeah.
and I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
They're fun.
All right,
Speaking
keep
of
going.
all over the place, this one goes upside down.
Yes. Okay. So I've been seeing footage on Instagram of this thing
Yeah.
flying by everything. What is this thing called?
So this is
Mercury.
the McMurtry
Spearling.
Spearling. Yeah.
So this one was this was Brian too.
Yeah, Brian
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
So
It's done by Brian.
yeah,
And it has suction, so it can.
yeah, it's like one of the fastest cars right now.
Yeah.
It's crazy in terms of like track speed, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I saw. There was something that was lapping essentially on a track. I
Yeah.
can't remember.
The Porsche GTRS.
That's what it was.
Yeah, on the
yes.
Top Gear track.
Yep. That's what it was.
But what's fun about this one, we actually had the chance to go as a team to the Peterson Museum in LA, and we got to sit in it. Yeah,
Really?
take turns sitting inside this car, which I was surprised because I fit in it okay, but Brian is much taller than
Yeah.
I am, and he fit in it too.
Really?
So it's surprisingly
spacious car.
spacious.
Yeah. I'd still feel like
It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
if
Like
you-
driving that thing would be wild. I mean,
It's like a fighter jet.
yeah. There's your contrast.
Yeah,
Look
and
at how small it is.
Yeah.
and I think it's even smaller in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tiny. I mean, at least what I could tell when
Yeah.
I saw that
It's
footage
tiny.
is pretty
Yeah,
tiny.
but scale-wise, I think we had to
Yeah.
keep it this size.
Wow.
It feels okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But
Yeah.
he did a great job with that.
Yeah. That's fabulous.
Yeah, cool. This is the new one upcoming. This is the Polestar winner. So there was
There was a
Polestar-
contest, right?
Yeah. So this is how it turned out. Which I think it's cool. It kind of has that vintage Hot Wheels surfer.
Yeah.
But it's also futuristic in its own way. So
It feels Jetsony.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there's the base.
TRX.
What is it? Polestar TRX?
TRX, yeah.
They named it already? Oh, I didn't know.
Oh yeah, TRX.
TRX, TLK, TRX.
Yeah, TRX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So super cool.
That's cool.
Love it. And then kind of going with that beach theme. Got a new model here, a 3D print of it. This is Fraser's
V-dub.
VW, yeah. So this one's kind of a modern day beach bomb, I guess you could say.
You're right, and that's the new EV van, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
tuned up a little bit.
Yep. A little bit has those bigger wheels in the back.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know Fraser, he was working on this one a lot, trying to get the part break just right. in
Oh, and
terms
he
of-
did?
Yeah, because, I mean, look at the lights and, all the surfboard details. Like, this stuff looks easy, but it is actually pretty hard to execute.
So you've got, I see. Okay, so you're saying like the idea is like this is a beach bump because I see the surfboards.
Mm-hmm.
There's a cool combi vibe to this too.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little
yeah,
bit.
I could
Not-
see that.
It's not as scrunched as the cool combi, but they're related.
Yeah, they're the same family, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love it, and
Yeah,
I
it is
think,
cool.
I think it's going to be neat, especially with the part break that he did.
Yeah.
We'll be able to get a lot of cool, kind of like what Brian did here. Actually.
Yeah, with the color combination. Yeah,
Yeah.
they actually could be good companion pieces.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Got the
928.
928 right there.
Happy to see this one. I know you did the decos on.
I did the Safari one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And this is
that one was
this is
Dima.
more factory, right?
Yeah, so this is more factory. And this one was done by Brian Benedict.
Okay, cool.
And so, you got the... I love the open sunroof. I think that's
yeah,
really cool.
that is rad.
Yeah, and then, you got the tail lights.
Sunroofs
and
ruled the
everything coming
80s.
through. Yeah.
They did.
Yeah. And for those
You
of
had you have a sunroof on your car, you were pretty fancy.
Oh, I got one, dude. I got one.
Oh yeah, I'm a Porsche guy. If you haven't seen, you got it. I'll have a link to your Instagram.
to my Porsche. Just a picture.
His
on the
Instagram is
website.
his Porsche showcase. You
Yeah.
just got to see that because it's pretty fabulous.
It is
and it
fun.
is. It's an awesome car.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun to drive.
Yeah. Well, one day maybe we'll see it.
Yeah. I'll bring it to the convention in LA so if
Please.
people are there.
Please.
So this is the Legends winner for 2024. And so I think it's La
yeah.
Libre.
Yeah, La Libre.
La Libre.
From Chile.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So this is it, man. So it doesn't have the deco yet, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
But this
looks
is,
great.
This is a car. Yeah, it's cool. I think it's a good representation, and something that as a graphics person I can speak to is that a lot of time when we do these castings, we have to consider that there's going to be graphics applied eventually.
Yeah.
And so some of the surfaces are adjusted to allow that to
Right,
be better.
right.
because essentially our tampos are stamps.
Right.
So you want to be sure that you have a good coverage on it. So that's some behind the scenes
Yeah.
for your guys watching.
Yeah, it just means like we can't just like make it. And I always remember, and I talk about this a lot. I had a long chat with Rio once, and he would talk about how like it really is difficult to shrink some of these cars, but you have to account for proportions, and you have to account for details, and like that's an interesting one to account for too. Is like there's
And
going to
the
be
track.
deco on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, this thing has to still go through loops, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
So most of them.
Yeah.
Maybe not the low riders, but And then here we go.
All right. Lastly,
New Mini Cooper. I don't know.
and this is what I was talking about
Yeah.
with the small wheels. Mm-hmm. That we now have a Mini Cooper that actually is proportioned like a Mini Cooper. No offense to the old classic, but I'm not complaining.
This-
I'm not complaining that this thing looks amazing.
It feels right.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And do you know who designed this one?
This one's Fraser. Yep.
I figured.
Did you have to ask?
I know. I know.
But, yeah.
because I knew the minute I was going to say Fraser, actually,
Actually, it's
Yeah,
Craig.
yeah.
Well, this one would actually suit Craig.
Craig
too.
would. It
Yeah.
would be proper for Craig to do it because he owns one, right?
Yep,
So,
that's right. Yeah, I think his is a later version though. Yeah, from what I remember. I don't know.
That out there. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look at this.
Cool. There's a preview.
Just a mess of Ferraris and super treasure hunts and recolors and everything else, and tons that you've worked on and tons that you haven't, and you have represented, Andres,
It's
the
my first
basic team well.
Thank you.
It is looking so good. Very exciting to look at these models. So, how was it filming your first sneak peek video?
Nerve-wracking. Yeah.
But you did a great job.
Thanks.
You did an awesome job. I think hopefully everybody will agree.
I hope so. Don't be mean in the comments, please.
They will. Now that
Please
you've
have mercy.
asked. Now that you've asked.
This guy sucks.
Yeah, it's gonna be terrible, and it'll all be from me and Ron and
Yeah.
everybody just to make you feel. Anyway, this was fabulous. Thanks again for taking some time. It's always great to get the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to talk to the graphics guys too about some of the challenges that you guys have. So
Yeah, we have a different perspective, because at the end of the day, our job is to make them, look different. Like this
Yeah.
BMW looks way different this time around than the
Right,
black one.
right.
So that's kind of the challenge we get. But I love working, at Hot Wheels and doing what we do every day.
That's so awesome.
And I'm glad that, I'm able to share it with people who appreciate it. So,
well, we do.
yeah.
We do, and
Cool.
it is great. So thanks again. Go get some rest.
Yeah, we're tired.
Go deal with some more collectors.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be excited to see all this stuff too.
Yeah.
Andres, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Guys.